Hi guys, welcome back to Go Off Sis. This is Lexi.
I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Danielle.
So today we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We have a jam-packed episode, so no time for...
No time to waste.
Yeah, no time for blabbing.
Honestly. But honestly, that's all we do is blab,
That's
yap,
true.
chat, chit-chat.
So this week we had a podcast party.
Yes.
Not for Go Off Sis.
No.
Not yet.
Some people wanted it to be for Go Off Sis.
Yeah, like our mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we had the podcast party this week for my podcast, Oh Shoot. It was so fun. Honestly, I kind of like blacked out, not in the sense of like I actually blacked out, but I just don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because of how fast it went by and like how many people I was talking to.
Yeah.
Like I just had to talk to literally everyone that was in the room. Like it was just a lot for me as an introvert, but it was really, really fun. And yeah, it was honestly my favorite part of the night was when I got to like actually hear crowd reactions.
Oh, yeah.
So I've never recorded or like done a podcast where I could actually get a response from people.
Right.
Like I've never seen like how what I say affects someone. So it was really cool to get like reactions, good or bad, and just see people's faces. It was really fun. And I'm so glad that you guys were there to help me. Danielle helped plan it. Lexi was there just, being Lexi,
vibing,
getting mistaken as my twin
Oh my gosh.
for like 50% of it. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
No, it was a lot of fun. I feel like I could tell that you were like a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Just like you weren't fully Cassidy, which whatever. I'd be stressed out too. Like it's literally about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually thought you did a really good job.
No, you did. You
Like,
did a good job.
I was really proud of the way that like Cassidy went and talked to like every single person, like introduced herself. There was even a point where a girl walked in and she came by herself and Cassidy was like, "Oh, you came alone? Like that girl also just came here alone. Like you should go like be with her tonight." And I was just like, "Wait, that's so good." Like
what a queen.
no, really. That's like hosting 101. You were
just
killing
hooking
it.
my girls up, making sure they were all taken care of.
Yeah.
Girls and there were two guys.
Yeah. It's
We
true.
love the men. We love
do.
our rare men.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the party? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was so fun. I knew it was going to be fun, but it was better than I expected.
Same.
Yeah,
Which is
same.
always
I honestly
good.
don't know what I was expecting, but I do like it was so funny. Like the first time I walked in and I like walked next to you, we like went to the back room together.
Yeah.
I like everyone was like I felt everyone staring at us.
I didn't feel that. That's funny.
Like literally I was just like, oh, because I mean, everyone just always says we look like literally the bartender came up to me and was like, "Are you okay? Like, how are you doing? All this." And it was weird because I didn't talk to this bartender. I was like, "Oh, I'm chilling. Like, thanks for coming up to me." I just thought it was like all cute. No, he thought I was Cassidy. Like, he thought we did an outfit change.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause then I went over to him or I walked by him and he handed me this drink and he's like, "Oh, here's your drink." And I didn't order a drink. And so I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then he was like, "Did you change?" And I was like, "No." "Oh, you think I'm Lexi?"
Like automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think
Yeah.
I was most nervous just for like the timing of it and wondering like because like we had 45 minutes. Well, actually like the first hour was really just like hanging out and talking to people.
Yeah.
And I was just nervous like are people going to get bored? Like
That's
is this
true.
going to be fun for them? But looking back on it, I actually think that time was really valuable because I saw so many people like talking to each other that didn't come to each other. And then it was fun to see them all like sit together and listen to the podcast together. And
Yeah.
it was good. The
Yeah.
signature drinks were a 10 out of 10.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They were.
So
Danielle
good.
helped me make them. That's why she's a little biased.
It was so fun.
Yeah. The whole party planning process is fun. I would say the anticipation leading up to it really made me anxious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I think just the live show part, because I've never done that before. I was so nervous.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I would have been nervous.
I was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. And it's just me. There's no one to bounce
Yeah,
off of.
yeah.
Right.
But it ended up being good. So now I'm like, okay, now that I did it once, I feel like I could do it again.
You could totally do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun. You guys have some stories from this week.
Yeah.
You go first.
Me first?
Yeah, because mine it kind of goes off of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
Not even kinda.
It's
just
like
straight
true
scary.
crime scary.
It's true
so-
crime. But it's also slightly sad. So, but anyways, okay. So I'm going to try and make the story short. So basically last weekend, Brett had some people over to watch the MMA fight, and it was 2 friends. And then one of the friends brought a friend. And
Remember that friend.
This is
and
an
the friend
important detail.
The friend was introduced as like I was introduced to myself. I didn't watch the fight because I don't like those fights, but I went up to him and I was like, hey, like my name's Danielle. And he said his name, and he was introduced as like this other guy's basically like his brother. And so of course I'm like, oh sweet. Like this guy's probably like a really good dude, you know, whatever. So then I go back upstairs and I watch a documentary, which is the What Jennifer Did documentary.
Okay.
So fast forward. Okay. Actually, let me finish. So, and then Saturday night, Brett came upstairs and he told me that like this guy that came over, he really enjoyed talking to him. And he told him a crazy story that back in 2019, he was like arrested and put in jail for 16 months for something that he didn't do. He was like falsely accused. So he told Brett this story, and then Brett came upstairs and told me this, and like was just so sad.
That's a
like,
crazy story to like tell someone when you first meet them.
Yeah. Like I guess they had kind of like a little bit of a heart to heart, which is kind of like Brett to like stay. It was like an hour after the fight. Like they were all just downstairs chatting, and that's very like him. So Brett just was so sad, came upstairs, told me the story. I was like, wow, that's horrible. Like, you know, so fast forward to Tuesday, I'm laying in bed at like 9 p.m.
Naturally, because that's when you go to bed.
I'm laying in bed. I'm
9
scrolling.
p.m. I'm eating dinner, but anyways.
Danielle's like,
Right.
it's 7:30. I'm dozing off, right?
So laying in bed, scrolling on Instagram, and I follow this like local, like a mugshot Instagram account.
First of all, unfollow. Second, keep going.
No, but so I forgot I followed them because they actually haven't posted anything
In a
since
while.
like 2019.
Oh,
But in March they posted something before this post. So anyways, I am scrolling on Instagram and this mugshot page, their post pops up on my feed, and it is a picture of the guy that was at my house on Saturday night. And I was like, oh, but at first I thought it was fake. You know how people like, I thought it was maybe like I don't know. I literally thought it was fake. So I
Yeah.
texted the friend that came over on Saturday. I said, hey, did you see this? Like if it's fake, let me know. I'm going to report the post and say that it's like fake. Cause
He
that's
said,
just, cause
"Oh,
I literally
no."
felt bad. I was like, oh, that's horrible. Like they're posting this person's picture and it's not true. That was my initial reaction was this isn't true.
Right.
Come to find out, it was real. He was arrested on Tuesday for breaking into someone's home and like doing something bad to this girl, and literally ran from the police, and he is in jail. And it is so crazy. I was so freaked out that this person was in my house, not like mad at Brett or anything, because it's like I would have, like if
No,
my friend
obviously,
came over, like
he
I would
didn't
let him in
know,
too.
yeah.
Like you didn't know anything. But I was so freaked out. I bought a Ring doorbell immediately when I realized it was real. Like it was 10 p.m. Just bought a Ring doorbell, and and then a security camera for the back of my house, so I will see everything that happens now. But
Yeah.
I was so freaked out.
That's scary.
That
Yeah, it
is
was
really
really scary.
And like you don't want to think the worst in that person, but it just makes you wonder, like you were in my house, were you making a plan while you were there?
Or like were they
Yeah.
going around like unlocking windows? Like
Oh my gosh.
girl, that's scary.
I
No,
didn't
that's-
think about that.
like literally that's like terrifying.
Yeah.
And my house, like clearly this person could have could have walked around, and like Brett could have not seen them doing anything. Like, you know,
Right,
if you're in that one living room, you can go to the front living room and I can't see what you're doing.
yeah,
So
for sure. Well, he's locked up now.
he's
so-
locked. Not
Well,
going anywhere.
Not in a good way.
Yeah.
Right. Not
'Cause I'm
locked in,
locked
locked up.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's locked up, but
Not
unlocked.
locked
But
in.
unlocked.
Unlocked.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a crazy combo, honestly. If he was locked in, he wouldn't be locked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, literally. But it is the part that's
The
sad.
people, I'm sorry, just people listening are probably like, what are
are
you
they
talking about?
I know mom was like sitting down with a piece of paper. Okay, locked in, not locked up, like writing, trying to take notes, trying to keep up.
But anyways, that's my story. It's like scary, also like just kind of sad. Like you never really want this for somebody, and
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to make excuses for them by any means, but like I don't know, like the fact that he told Brett the story about how he was falsely accused, like
It's not giving falsely accused.
right. But there's probably something happening like in his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's probably something going on, and that makes me sad.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And that is why I said, like, why are you telling someone this when you first meet them? Because it almost feels like you need, like, if you're guilty, you feel like you need to, like, clear the air almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Like, why are you bringing it up right away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of red flags in general. But
Yeah.
that is a crazy story. Okay, so that kind of leads into my story.
Yeah. We've had a wild week.
Yeah, a scary week. It was scary. Well, okay, so
I'm
mine
fine.
isn't. Yeah, you're fine. Mine wasn't nearly like as intense as this, and like I don't know. But I was like at the gas station, like after work, like right by my work, and you know I'm like chilling, getting gas, and okay, I understand as a woman you have to be like self-aware, like all the time basically, which is like kind of annoying, but it's like a busy gas station. Like I mean, like every single pump is full. Like I've been to that gas station since I was like 15. Like that's
Yeah.
probably the most comfortable gas station I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so I wasn't like tripping. Like I know the worker inside. Like I know Big Mike. Like I'm chilling. So
Big Mike. You know the worker
yeah,
is
yeah, because like
crazy.
that's where you like everyone from my high school. Like we went there all the time.
Yeah,
like, you know?
right. Get a slushie.
Yeah, like my friend worked at the Jimmy John's Connected. I'd always go visit. So, anyways, moral of the story: I love this gas station. But I'm like sitting there getting gas. It's like after work. It's kind of cold, so I put my gas pump in, and then like I sit back in my car with my door like still open, and I'm just like sitting there on my phone, and then literally I just hear like out of nowhere like. So where are you coming from? And I look up and it's just a man, like literally just like there. And I literally go, oh my gosh, you scared me. Like I dropped my phone when he says that because I was like, I wasn't expecting a human to be talking to me.
Right.
And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to scare you. Like, I'm just wondering, like, what are you up to tonight on this like Friday night? And then I was like, oh, like I'm going home. And then he was like, just going home like a fine lady like you. Like, it's a
Ew.
Friday night. You need to go out. Like, he's like, I can't convince you to like come out with me. And I was like, no, like, sorry. And then he was like, oh, okay. And he's like, so where do you work? I tweaked because I told him where I worked. But my shirt also says it. Like, I'm wearing my
Right.
shirt.
Yeah.
So anyways, I just said where I worked, and then he was like, okay, well, I hope you have like a great night, like beautiful ladies. Something weird. Walks away, and I was just like, oh, thanks. It was giving just he was like hitting on me. Weird location to hit on a girl. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you should kind of know, like, don't hit on a girl at a gas station.
Yeah.
Especially when like she literally goes, oh my gosh, you scared me. To proceed to like ask me all these things is kind of crazy. But then like I just like I called Beach Boy because I was just like, oh, I need to like talk to someone on the phone in case
She
he comes
almost
back
said
up.
his name.
No, I actually, yeah, I did. And then, because I don't normally call him Beach Boy. And then I like call him and I'm just talking, and that was really it. But then he was getting in my head because he cares. So like, I understand. But he was just like, did you see him like touch your car? And I was like, no. And I was like, but at the same time, like I was looking down. So
Yeah.
like the only thing I know is like when I looked up, he was just standing right
Mhm.
there. He could have touched my car, but I don't know. So then I was just like, oh my gosh, he put a tracker on my car. Like, I'm done. But I did watch when I left the gas station.
I'm done.
Bro, because I'm like 110 pounds. Like, there's no fight. Like, I could fight back, but the chances of me winning are like so slim.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I'd have to be so locked in.
Yeah.
You know? But anyways, so I was like kind of like tripping. I was like, oh my gosh, like he could have put a tracker on my car. Like,
Your phone
what if-
notifies you if there's a tracker, right?
Only if
The
it's like an air
AirTags.
tag.
Yeah.
If it's like a different type. No.
yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, I did watch when I left the gas station to make sure the car didn't follow me out.
Yeah.
But
So
that was really it.
At what point
And
do
I'm
we
alive, so.
Right. At what point do we stop entertaining these random men? And like at what point when he says, "Hey, like where are you from?" At what point do we literally just close the door and I have a right to be like, "Please go away from me."
That's what I
Yeah.
do.
And like you were very nice, but like there comes a point where it's like you don't have to keep talking to him.
Yeah.
Like he's asking
Yeah.
you all this stuff like
I think that's my thing. Like, I just don't like being mean.
You just need to.
So I'm like nice, but again, I do think if it was a different situation, I would have acted differently. Like if it was just me and him at this gas station, but there were like so many people around and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was locked in. I thought I was recording on Snapchat. Like, cause I like pulled out my phone and I hit like, and I was
my.
like, bro, I got the receipts. If anything happens, like, I got it. And I looked down and bro, I just had like a bunny filter on, and it was not recording. And I was like, are you joking? I was like, this is gonna be good content. And so I did think I was thinking, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
like I was the second he talked to me, I was like, oh, record
Yeah.
just in
Yeah.
case. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
I usually lie. I usually will be like,
well, I should
like
have
if
lied. I should have said I worked at like Starbucks.
no, or like
something.
the second he started talking to you, like I would have said, "Oh, sorry, my mom's calling me," and like got in the car and like called my mom and
I
just
was-
like shut
yeah.
the door. You
I
know
was
what I
gonna
mean? Like
say,
that's
I
what
was-
I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was going to hang out with my boyfriend because I thought maybe that would like like
Yeah.
Sometimes.
steer men
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. I think
Sometimes.
But
Yeah.
anyways, I'm alive.
Dang.
Stay alive out there, guys.
Yeah,
It's a scary world.
it is a
Scary
scary
world out
world.
So we have a big thing to talk about.
A huge thing.
Huge. A 31 piece thing.
Oh, right. I was like, what are we talking about?
Lock in, Danielle.
Yeah,
I know.
on.
Sorry, I
Lock in or
forgot.
get locked up.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Oh gosh,
That's a crazy phrase.
that's gonna be the name of our episode.
Lock in or locked up.
Going off about being locked in or locked up.
So Taylor's new album,
Uh huh.
The Tortured Poets Department,
Right.
is out. And we've had quite a bit of time to digest it, to
Yeah.
listen to it.
for sure.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I really, really like it. Like, yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to say. I mean,
So obviously we're all only listening to this version, right? The anthology
The one with all 31.
with all 31
Oh,
songs,
yeah.
right? Okay.
So when we first listened to it
I need to pull it up.
here,
Mm-hmm.
there were a few songs that really stuck out to me. But then as I started to listen to it more and more,
Yeah.
I started to figure out the songs that I really like.
Yeah.
I really, for some reason, like, okay, thank you, Amy.
Right.
Okay.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like, how are you just gonna say, I'm not gonna give you any clues and then literally capitalize KIM? It's so iconic of
It's
her.
so iconic.
I'm obsessed that she did that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. There's so many things about the album. Like, you know, you go through that rabbit hole, you like one TikTok.
Right.
And now, like, my whole For You page is like analyzing every song
Mm-hmm.
and just every little thing about even like the album is just like so crazy thought out.
Yeah.
Like, even like You're Losing Me, you know, where it's like the beats and like she says, like, oh, like I'm giving CPR. And then like So Long London, it's like I stopped giving CPR because it's like done. It's like she
she has
ties
all
it
these
together.
ties. Yeah.
Yeah.
She ties everything together.
Right. Yeah.
yeah. I just want to know how much time she spends thinking. Like, she
I
has
don't
to
think she
think.
sleeps. There's no way.
Probably.
Well, and then there's all these little like video things, you know, and so we know we're going to get all these music videos. I'm like, when is she making these videos? Not only when is she making them, when is she creating the concepts to make the videos? It's like there's so much
Yeah.
making a video. I'm like, when
Yeah.
is she doing
I
this
feel like
stuff?
the making videos comes with writing the song. Like, you kind of imagine a song while you're writing it. So she
Yeah.
probably just like
Okay.
you know, like doodles it down. Like, oh, this is what I'm thinking. Like,
Maybe.
I feel like the video is like almost the easy part.
Okay.
Also, like, people don't really care about videos that much.
I think
Yeah.
she cares though.
No, well, for sure. But
I think her videos are very interesting. To me, the whole album kind of felt like a slow death. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like in every song I was getting emotionally murdered just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, 'cause-
you were never safe. Well, also I really like this thing I saw on TikTok and it was like everyone's trying to decide is this about Matt? Is it about Joe? Like, who are these songs about? And then she was like, I think the whole point is you're not supposed to be able to tell because
Right.
both of them did the same thing to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so true.
Yeah.
Like, I think like one, it was like, okay, Matt, like they were together for so long, and like she was like waiting for the marriage and it never came along, but he promised her all these things. And then like with Matt, it was like
Joe?
wait. Okay, so with Joe, that's what it was like. That's
yeah,
what I
you
meant.
said Matt twice.
Okay, so Joe was the first one. And then with Matt, it's like a short little relationship where he like love bombed her, promised her all these things, and then did the same thing.
Mhm.
And it's just crazy.
It is crazy. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
So at first when we listened to the album, I felt very I don't even know what the word is, but it's not that I wasn't feeling it, but I was just like, okay, this is kind of slow. I really was missing like the lyrics. Like I really needed like the lyrics to read along with them. But then once it got to after the song Florida, I felt I was feeling
Florida,
it.
by the way.
I like it more now.
Yeah.
But my favorite song is Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. It
I
sounds
knew that was gonna be your favorite.
I don't it
Okay.
just like it sounds like a movie. Doesn't it? It sounds so like cinematic.
I feel like that's a song of like her throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that song as well.
I like that song.
Yeah, let's give our tops.
I like Down Bad.
I love Down
Down
Bad.
Bad is good for sure.
You can do it with a broken heart.
Yeah.
I actually
can do
that
it.
one has grown on me. I was so TikTok audio core. Like
Yeah.
I know when she was writing this, she was like, "Oh, this is gonna be on TikTok. This is gonna be on TikTok." Like, "Oh, it's my like I'm so depressed. I feel like it's my birthday." Everyone can use that on their birthday. You used one of it already. The
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so sad, but I'm productive.
Yeah.
Like every line in that song you can use on an audio.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I thought the last song, The Manuscript, was so incredibly sad.
Oh my gosh, the way it ended, I was like,
The way it ended, the only thing that's left is the manuscript. One last souvenir from my trip to your shores. Now and then I reread the manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore.
chills. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing that.
No, actually that was insane.
When I heard that song, I didn't know when the end of the album was coming. I was just listening to it through, and
Yeah.
I literally was like, "You're joking."
It
I
was-
knew that was the end.
I think the line in that one that made me really sad was something about like pushing strollers together.
Yeah. I
It
know
was
exactly what you're
the-
talking about. I actually listened to that song for the first time yesterday. And when I was listening to it, I was like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
It was so incredibly sad. Soon they'd be pushing strollers, but soon it was over. In the age of him, she wished she was 30 and made coffee every morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal.
Oh my gosh, that line. I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Isn't that
that's so
sad? Because she's
sad.
like so sad
yeah.
Yeah.
that she eats kids' cereal, which is like so relatable.
No, literally. It's
We
like you
go-
wake up, bro, Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, honey, that's just the thing. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a
Yeah.
problem.
I really like. Okay, well, I just think some of her lyrics are funny. Like, I had one of my friends just send me like a screenshot of like her lyrics, and it was like, "Can we go back to the 1800s without all the racists?" And it's like, bro, why did you even need to say that? Like, you were good, sweetie. Like, we didn't need to throw that in there. But I like them all. Honestly, I love Loss of My Life. I do really like So Long London. That one, like, yeah. And The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
Ugh.
Are you joking? I look in people's windows like a lot.
I've listened to it more and I like it.
I
Again.
like it.
It
a lot.
reminds
just
me-
doesn't like that after current events.
No,
that have
literally.
happened to her.
Like that
Oh.
song just was a little triggering.
It wasn't. I like the line too. Like it says, "Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet." I like that line.
That sounds like you.
she meant
I know.
it too.
I sent it to Beach Boy.
Okay.
I sent him a screenshot.
We have to get into our segments.
Oh,
We do.
Yeah. Okay, I'll start because I kind of
Wait, so overall, quick rating for the album out of 10, what would you give it?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
probably like a 9.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say 9.
I think I'd give it like an 8 or 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think I'm a little out of the heartbreak phase. And so,
Yeah. So it's like for you, it just like
but I really do like it a lot.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm
Some-
excited for her next album that's more about like Travis Kelce and like,
Yeah, like a few bangers because these are
Yeah.
like all kind of.
I'm ready for that.
Yes.
I'm ready.
My thing is like I love like the reason I love Taylor Swift is because of the lyrics.
Right.
But then like sometimes like I just need a little bit more of like
It's a little
not
overload.
her, not even no. I mean like melody wise, just like it feels like she's just like talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
more of like not like she's not really like singing. Like with
Yeah.
Olivia, Olivia Rodrigo. I don't know why.
First name basis.
Yeah, so with Olivia, my girl. But with Olivia Rodrigo, like I feel like she does the same things with lyrics, but it's like she's still singing
Right.
like really well. I feel like Taylor like talks it. It's like she's
Yeah.
talking a poem.
I
I struggle with
100%
that.
I
agree
also
with that.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think Ariana Grande's album that she released this year is better than Taylor's.
And I kind of like musically, like I agree. Cause like just the songs, like when she sings it, it hits so differently because her voice is so beautiful.
Yeah.
But Taylor, it's just like she's like speaking a poem to me.
Yeah.
And it's just not as like
Like I
Doesn't hit.
love both, but I also think Beyonce's album's better.
but
Sorry.
I love Ariana's album. I think Ariana's album was too short.
agreed.
Taylor's album is like really long. I don't want to say too long, but it's very long.
It's a story.
So yeah, I don't know if we can even compare them because they're just so
They're just not even
different.
And Beyonce's is
Comparable.
perfect.
Okay.
Neither of us have listened to Beyonce's
It's okay.
Danielle. Stop bringing it up.
I'm sorry. This is for my Beehive fans.
Oh, right.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, let's get into the segments so that we can get into the actual episode.
Yeah.
Since we've been lollygagging. Lexi, what's the Beach Boy update?
Okay, Beach Boy update. I was actually just looking at my phone because they changed my gate. But I'm flying to go see him today.
Yay!
So that's my update. I leave at 5:45.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good.
How long
yeah.
are you there for?
Only till Saturday morning. I come back Saturday, so
Only?
like 4 days.
That's
But I want to stay longer.
But it's
I want
because
to change it to Monday.
Because you're on summer
Ooh.
vacay.
I'm on, yes, today was my last day of classes. So I like took all my exams and he's not done with school. So it was either like we wait a really long time to see each other or I fly down again.
Yeah.
The next time he'll come up here.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
but
Cool.
I'm excited.
That'll be
to
fun.
See him. Yeah.
Mhm.
that's-
Lexi's
Yay.
going to be a frequent flyer for real.
Yeah.
No, I literally.
She is.
I really am.
You need to start like having him use your points when you get the tickets
Well,
or like your account.
I have like Delta and they're all American.
Okay.
So it's like annoying.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Whatever.
Would you move like to a different state?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like for a man, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, the way you said yeah so fast, you didn't even contemplate my family.
I know. I was hoping she would think,
Like-
oh, what are my sisters?
Right.
No, I
was hoping
okay.
for like a 3-second delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I definitely like that's like obviously you guys and like I have a lot of friends here and you guys and like especially like kids if they're brought into the mix, like it's something I've always wanted to be here for.
It's more of a when they're brought into the mix
Yes.
because I've paid the deposit.
Right,
so.
right. When we
That
receive the
sentence is
baby. I'm sorry. My mistake. But yeah, so it's just like that is something I've thought about, but at the same time I've never not lived in like Grand Rapids.
Right.
And like I do want to like venture out a little, even if it's for like a short period.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
Mhm.
It's always, I always say it's good to move away. But I will say you did move out of mom and dad's relatively early.
That's
so
true.
I think that kind of has a little bit of the same effect.
No, it definitely did. Yeah.
You could just be well traveled too and stay in Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
You know,
which-
and you are like,
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of my vibe. That's always
Right.
what I wanted. Like literally the reason I didn't want to go to like a 4-year university and like stay in a dorm and like do all that was because like I wanted to be able to like travel,
Yeah.
like go on trips. Because if you're in college, you can't do that. You barely even have a car.
Right.
Like you can't work. Like I wanted to work, make money, and travel,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm doing it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this is my second time going to South Carolina in a month, so
There you go.
it's definitely not the best travel location, but we'll get there.
You
Yeah.
can go to Charleston. Could you drive?
We could. I mean, we went to Charlotte, like North Carolina, which
yeah.
is really nice.
Yeah.
And like we could go to Charleston, but it's like 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
cool.
So yeah.
All right. Well, keep us updated next episode.
Yes.
How it goes.
Okay.
Danielle, what's your clip or flick of the week?
Well, you do have to be back before we record next Tuesday. So if you
Yeah, I know,
extend your
that's why I
trip.
said Monday.
Okay.
The thing is, I booked economy, so it says I can't, but I want to call.
Okay.
Remember,
I just had to say
lock
that.
in or get locked up.
It's true.
Remember that.
Remember, exactly. American Airlines is gonna lock me up. They should because I missed. Never mind.
Yeah.
I
Dang.
did that thing.
Yeah, you did the thing.
I was gonna do it again, but I think they would flag me for
yeah.
sure.
They would.
Yeah. Okay. So what am I consuming? Honestly, nothing. I have not watched TV or movies at all
period.
What
this
about
week.
Taylor?
Oh, no, I did. I watched one movie, that Brandy Melville documentary and the cult
Oh,
of
yeah.
fast
Wait,
fashion.
didn't you talk about that last week or no?
No,
she
I talked about the what Jennifer did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You just told me.
It's actually
She told me too.
It's
so.
actually really crazy and it's weird. And like the fact that Brandy Melville was created by these like old men and like the way that they created the brand and only allowed like teenagers, like teenage girls to work for their brand. It's like weird.
It's giving Abercrombie.
It's kind of like that, but worse.
Perfect.
So
I love Brandy Melville, unfortunately.
it's quite horrible. I don't think I'll ever buy anything from them. Honestly.
Okay, then you need to look at every other company you're buying from.
Well, as soon as I watch a documentary about it, I will.
Okay, I'm just saying there's
But
so
just
many
this
companies
one?
that are really, really, really bad, especially with fast fashion.
Well,
like
so-
anything from the mall you shouldn't buy.
Right. So
Like, that's the way
specifically
you're
though,
doing it.
but watching that, and then we had like a shopping day on Saturday. Like I was really convicted to try and find as many things as we could when we were at like Style Encore and Plato's Closet, because I just really didn't want to buy things at the mall.
Yeah.
And I did.
Cool.
So
Good for you. Yeah, I sat down, I think it was last night. I was like, I'm going to watch something. Started to put on that documentary and I was like, I don't want to ruin it for me. Ignorance is bliss. I love Brandy Melville pajamas. I'm not like,
And I love that for you.
It's
I
fine.
love that you're self-aware.
and I know like, it's bad, whatever is in the documentary. I'm sure it's horrible. And like, I really don't buy hardly anything from
Yeah.
there, but I do like, I can't ignore the fact that some of their stuff is cute. So it is what it is.
that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, Zara.
Yeah. It's
They
cute.
talk about
H&M.
it. They said Zara was like the OG.
Perfect.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
my item of the week is I found a tank top and I wore it on Saturday when we went shopping. It's a leopard print tank top.
Oh yeah,
That's my product of the week because it is just so comfy. It was like $15. Probably fast fashion.
If it's 15,
And
absolutely.
from Amazon.
Yeah, but it was cute and like leopard print is what I'm like obsessing over lately. Lexi knows I sent her like a million leopard print things. I'm
Yeah.
like, is this ugly? Is this ugly?
Leopard print is definitely so in right now.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
I'm prepared for it to be out in
Yes.
like October.
But it comes back because I remember I wore leopard print heels to prom because it was in. And then I was like, going to get rid of them. And I was like, I know it will come back. And now it's back.
Some sort of animal print is always in. It just changes.
Circles.
What
Because like
print?
zebra print was in not that long ago. Dude, you literally wore something zebra print
No,
a
I
few years
didn't.
ago. Or was it Lindsay?
I don't remember.
And then there was like that cow print that was in.
The cow one I never got behind.
But
The
do you know what
zebra
I
one
mean?
ate.
Like
I
there's
feel like snake print.
snake
snake.
print. Like that's the thing. Like there's
Like-
always some sort of animal print that's in.
Yeah.
And then it just like makes the rotation.
Yeah.
Because the shoes that I have that I wore today, my leopard print ones,
Yeah.
I bought those like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
and
kinda
I've just
crazy.
kept them because they're like
Yeah.
$200 shoes, but I got them for like $20. And
Then they come back.
they come back. I just keep them.
I know.
So-
I struggle getting rid of clothes because I think to myself, like, my kids, like, this will come back when they're young.
Lexi's non-existent
My
children.
kids.
Well, because
Bye.
you know how it's like, oh, you find cute things in like your dad or your mom's closets because it's from like the 80s or whatever and it's back. Like, I want to do that. But then it's like,
Yeah, but
It's
you don't want
giving
things to
hoarder.
get like musty.
I'm not musty.
I don't know.
It's giving hoarder.
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I
It's
mean.
true. It's
Yeah.
giving
It's giving
Kim
I-
Kardashian's Yeezy sample. Have you seen the storage unit she has of all the Yeezy samples they've ever had?
No, I've never.
It's just
seen
like
that.
this huge storage unit full of Yeezy stuff
I
that
have.
they never use.
I
but-
saw her. She like took North there.
Yeah, and she was like, I just want like my kids to have all this stuff
Yeah.
when they're older. It's like, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I saw something about Kylie Jenner this week that I actually thought was crazy because we talked about this. You said that you think there's going to be like the Kardashian downfall. Well, this TikTok, someone did like extensive research. You guys probably saw it because I had like 1 million likes.
Is
on
it a
TikTok.
guy?
Did it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's talking about
been
how
doing all
Kylie
the
Jenner,
different brands.
yeah, how he thinks she's going bankrupt because, or not her.
I don't
but-
believe that guy.
But
I think he
Kylie
does it for
Cosmetics.
clickbait. I
But
I saw that video though.
Yeah.
How her stuff's in like the dollar store in
But
Canada.
not even that, because James Charles talked on that because someone said the same thing about James Charles. They're like, oh, his stuff is in like TJ Maxx or whatever. And then he like did a duet to it. And he was like, the fact that I made that like over this many years ago and it's still at TJ Maxx making revenue is actually good. Like, I don't care. Like, obviously it's going to cycle through. Those colors aren't in anymore, whatever. But so it was more the fact that she listed one of her houses.
Oh,
And it's
I
been
did see that.
one was the one that I was like, that is kind of suspicious. She listed one of her houses, like like $1 million house. It's been on the market for over a year, hasn't sold, and she knocked the price down by a half. Like half, yeah, and then relisted it. And it's like, if you're such a millionaire and you have all that money, like, why do you need it to sell that bad?
Apparently, she's a billionaire.
Yeah. Well, no, because remember she was, and then they like went back and said JK.
Yeah, Forbes listed her as billionaire, but they were incorrect.
Yeah, they were incorrect.
So there's a lot of like conspiracy as to whether like the Kardashians like asked that journalist to put them in the billionaire list, even though she wasn't one, to like help her image, basically. But
Oh, I see.
yeah, I mean,
But
I
that
don't
was
think they're ever
crazy.
gonna like completely go
Oh,
like bankrupt
no.
like Schitt's Creek style, but I think it's gonna be like I do think they have too many brands. It doesn't make sense. Her Sprinter or whatever
Yeah.
drink It doesn't make sense. She should have come out with like a really high end something, not like this high noon.
I think that was just strictly a collab. I don't think that's a brand of hers.
Are you sure?
It feels like just a collab.
It gives collab, but I think it's actually hers.
Yeah.
If it is, she's actually dumb.
No,
if she did, no, seriously.
Well, like the at Coachella, they had like the whole like setup thing. Like it's like hers kind of like
road. I
road.
think it's because like 818 took off. They thought maybe like, oh, like this will go well. I don't know. But
she should have done like a martini line or something.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things she should do. Honestly, like if she released like a brand for like lip filler, that would eat for sure. I'm just saying it would. Yeah. You have to do something that people look at you for and are like, oh, that's what I want.
Right.
Like that's why Hailey Bieber with her skincare, like her skincare is like her skin is so good.
Yeah.
So everyone listens to it. And like same with like Kim, like all of her new her skims.
Yeah.
She was known for those like body outfits.
You know what I would buy from Kylie is like a really cute like mom line of like cute mom and daughter stuff.
Yes.
Like it could even be like pacifiers or like outfits that like match your daughter or I don't know, like cute like home stuff for your kids or I don't know. Like,
you know, it's funny. I actually have thought about that because when I was in my deep like stroller, like the depths of the stroller research, I wondered to myself, what stroller does Kylie Jenner use? Like I actually wondered. I don't care about what Kim uses because I know she just has nannies that stroller kids around. But Kylie, I think she pushes her kids around.
I think Chloe does as well.
Yes. Like I would love, oh, it would be so fun. Like a Chloe and Kylie thing together.
Yeah, like a mom.
And then with like Chloe's organization.
I would love for Chloe to. I saw a video that Chloe should drop like an organization line, like maybe with like the Container Store.
It's genius. That's what I was just thinking.
That was a Girl Boss Town idea.
Oh, okay.
She like does all these like pitches of different ideas, and that was one of them.
I would buy that.
That's really smart.
It would be expensive. I'd buy it.
If Kylie Jenner dropped like Ozempic, like that would get like. I'm just saying.
Kai Zempic,
like. People, hoes would buy that up. I'm sorry, but if she was like, "This is how I lose weight," and dropped a pill, I'm buying it. Well, I can't. I would die. But
pill dropping tomorrow.
A pill.
Just
That's funny.
That's good.
Okay, should we even get into our topic of today, or should we wait until next week?
I feel like we could do it so fast.
Okay, we can do it. We can just make this episode a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So today we're talking about things that are just for girls. Like these are things that are supposed to be unisex or universal, but like they're just for girls.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to
things
explain
for the
it.
girls only.
Yeah. For the girls only.
Yeah.
Do you have a long list? Do you want to start? Like we can just all go around and say one.
Because you said you were cracking up at yours and I only have 5. So
Okay. So
holy cow, woman.
Well, I think some of ours are going to be, some of us are going to say the same things.
Okay.
I don't know.
What did you write? Maybe Lexi
Maybe I should
start.
go first. You took them all.
Go ahead. You first.
Okay, number 1, debriefs. If you're a man and you have a debrief, you're just a whore. Like, don't do that.
Like they can't
you're
talk
not
about their
allowed to
feelings.
talk about women and how you feel about them but women are allowed to talk about every single thing you do.
I don't think men debrief.
No, they debrief.
Oh.
Certain men. I didn't know
My
that.
husband doesn't debrief.
Yeah, he's a man. I'm talking
Okay.
about boys.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Kind of. Well, maybe men. But either way, like women, like they get together and do like debriefs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Some
all we
guys
do. That's
do.
literally what our podcast
Yeah,
is.
it really
debriefs.
is. But some guys do that. And I just think like if you're doing like only women can do that. Keep your feelings to yourself. Salads.
Oh, I wrote that.
Yeah. Like if you eat a salad, like lock in. Like I don't even know. Like
Get steak. Why are you not
No,
eating?
because at work, like if a guy orders like can I get like the red water salad with chicken? And I'm like, okay, so
you eat lettuce? That's crazy.
yeah, like if you don't just get a manly steak and cook it on the rock yourself, like you're made to do,
Eat it with your bare hands. Why
just
are you,
raw.
Why are you eating a salad with a fork and a knife?
No,
So to add to
actually.
that, silverware.
That's
What?
That's for women only.
I'm just joking.
Oh.
You said eat it with your bare hands. I was picturing like a man eating steak with his bare hands.
Okay, my other one is getting picked up in a car. Like you should always drive. Like carpooling, you're not allowed to carpool in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if like the fact that you're gonna like walk down a driveway and like leap into someone's car.
So true.
Like,
Wait,
it's
like
so funny.
Like you opening a door and getting in and then
And being a passenger
Yeah.
princess? No. Like even if there's a big group of men going somewhere and they're like, oh, let's carpool. No, you all drive individually.
Wait,
you're
that
not
is
allowed
so
to.
funny.
Okay, another one, matcha. I just like a man can't drink
one
matcha.
of mine is chai.
Chai, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay. And this one's weird, but like I just think it makes sense. Like acne. Like I just think men can't have acne. Like it's just like I feel like it's a women core thing. Like, oh, you use makeup, we struggle with it.
Like
you know
we
how
have
many,
the hormones.
Yes. And you know how many men I see, it's like their skin is perfect.
Yeah.
And it's like you literally use a bar of soap and a washcloth that you haven't washed in 3 years.
And they don't change their pillowcase. They haven't washed their face since the last time they've showered.
Yeah. So if you have acne, like please lock in. Okay, that's it.
No, I actually think that's so good.
Yeah.
Those are my 5, but I feel like my 5-8.
Yeah, your
No.
5 do eat.
Yeah. Okay, I'll list some of mine. Margaritas.
Yes.
If you're not ordering a straight bourbon or some straight liquor,
Her husband loves mango margaritas.
I'm just listing all
But he
these
also
traits
likes
about Carly.
Manhattans.
Did you say Carly?
I said Carly.
It's
I thought you
Charlie.
guys would ignore. Obviously, I know my
Bro.
husband's name.
In
Please.
case you didn't know, his name is Charlie.
Charlie.
She said Carly.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
I was caught in the moment. You know, sometimes you don't speak well. So yeah, margaritas, like it's just sugar rim, salt rim. I don't care. They're for the girlies, unless you're in Mexico. Then anyone can order a margarita.
That's so true. Especially if they get a sugar rim. Like a salt rim is more acceptable.
I agree.
Margarita and a sugar rim.
Right.
That's a mean
Or like
combo.
if they are gonna get a margarita, like a house margarita, like don't
for
add
sure. If it's pink,
strawberry.
oh,
no,
yeah.
like I want it to look almost clear for you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
My second one is lip balm / lotion. You cannot tell me it's for the girls.
Like we want some callus.
And-
If you
Oh.
have, like if you're gonna put on chapstick, do it in private.
Okay.
That's just what
I
I
feel
think.
like lip balm is so man core though. I think women it's like gloss and like all of
Right.
this stuff. I think men get the balms.
Yeah.
You know?
But
like if I see a girl
like
use a balm, I judge
medicated.
you.
if I
It's like
but
genuinely.
if I see a guy whip out lip balm and put it on,
Like Jew.
I'm like,
the act of a man putting it on is
Right.
just
Yes.
it's just not it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Jew.
Because they always they act like they don't know how to do it.
yeah,
for
I know.
real.
Yeah.
Number 3, underwear that's over $10. Don't spend more than $10 on underwear. I don't. That's for the girls.
Okay.
Like expensive
You don't want them
underwear.
to buy like Calvin Klein like Justin Bieber? Because that's what I think about.
Wait, can I tell
If I don't have a man wearing Calvin Klein,
Can I tell you something
Justin's-
that Brett said the other day? This is about that. He goes, you know, the only time I've ever actually been jealous of Justin Bieber was when he did that interview and he said that he has a partnership with Calvin Klein. And so he has so many underwear that he just gets to wear one pair a day, then throw it away. He was like, genuinely never been so jealous. He's
Yeah.
like, what a life of luxury.
And how long ago did Justin do that campaign?
so
It was a long time. That was during his Purpose era.
Right.
Yeah.
And Lexi's still talking about it.
bro. Because those photos of him in the underwear like changed my life.
The spray abs, the way that they like really chiseled his abs with the spray.
There was no chiseling. That's him,
I
baby.
was going to say, you think they sprayed his abs on? That's
Don't
crazy.
do
I
him
think
like
they
that.
contoured it a little bit, but I think he
Nah.
had abs. Anyways.
Number 4 is posting to your Instagram story.
Oh.
Definitely for the girls.
Definitely is,
Close
but I do
friends,
have
for sure.
respect for men that post on their Instagram story. Besides just my friend posted, here's a repost, and they're like blood, they're like gang.
Yeah. If it's a
blood.
repost, that's fine. If
How
it
do you
was
spell blood when they do that? Is it
It
two
depends
O's?
on. There's multiple ways.
Oh.
Depends.
Yeah, Lexi knows.
But what I'm saying is I like when it's more than just a repost. Like when they take a little cute little pic of a city and post it. I'm like, oh, you
Does
know,
Beach Boy do that? Is that why you're
Yeah,
defending
that's why
it?
she's defending him. My husband has no social media. So I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah. She's silent. All right, next we have sleeping with multiple pillows.
Oh.
You get one pillow. If you're a man, one pillow. If you
I
need
agree.
more than one,
Like
I
if
don't even
anything,
think they need one.
no,
like,
like rocks are fine.
yeah, like I don't know.
use
just
your arm.
Yeah.
like yes, they always lay like this. Like just lay on the mattress.
I agree.
Like at a hotel, if there's only, let's say there's 2 pillows both sides, I get 3.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
If not all 4, you can find it. You can use a pillow from the couch. I don't care.
Then again, like that top sheet, that's for women only. Like you know how it's like fitted, and then like the top sheet.
Oh yeah.
Like tell me like that's only for girls.
Why?
Because like men, I feel like they just have straight up like a comforter,
Oh.
or not even a comforter, like a little.
I
like,
see what you're saying.
The
Yeah.
flat sheet.
the flat sheet.
Yeah.
Like that's girls only.
Having like just a bedroom set in general, like having
Yeah.
more than one set of
Bro, do you want?
sheets.
Do you want?
What?
Do you want to know like what Beach Boys bed set is? It's so bad.
I'm terrified. Is it
It's like-
checkered?
Honestly, worse.
Plaid.
So the actual like fitted sheet and like the pillows are like forest ones with like little foxes. And then like his comforter and like then again like there's no like that little sheet, it's just a comforter, and then it's like blue and green like circles.
Okay.
Like they don't, no, it doesn't go together at
Circles.
all. Like
You
large
need to take that man to
circles.
Target.
No, I know.
Introduce him to Threshold.
The
Oh
best
my gosh,
thing
and
about
did I tell you? I told you guys about the nailing it into the wall.
yeah, you told us that on the podcast
Wait.
last week.
No, I didn't say it
Not
on the podcast.
Oh, are you
This is
sure?
so funny.
This is funny.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell this one because I think it's funny. He has like a blackout curtain, like cause like so it doesn't get bright in his room. And instead of like a normal human buying like what are those
A
things
curtain
called?
rod.
Like
Yeah.
a curtain rod and just like quick and easy, put it up. He literally has the blackout curtain. It like hangs and there it's in with a nail. And then like he just like lifts the other side up when he wants to put it up, grabs a nail and a hammer and nails it into his wall every single night. Like,
Cassidy said it was
there's-
giving serial killer.
no, literally, there's like you just see all these holes in his wall, and I was like, why don't you just buy a curtain? He's like, why? This takes 3 seconds. I already had a nail and I already had a hammer, and I was
Yeah.
like, that's insane.
Jail.
Mm.
Like
Like,
in
ev-
or locked up, and he's,
He's
locked
locked
up.
up.
for
He's
that
locked
one.
up.
He's locked up.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
All right, I'll go through mine quickly. Danielle's gonna disagree with this one. Robes for the girls.
No, I don't. It's not that I don't disagree. It's just that my husband's a big fan of robes.
No,
No, I
I
know.
can imagine him walking around in a robe.
He loves a robe.
Another one is buckle fabric, so or buccal.
What?
You know that like this stuff.
Isn't
Buckle?
that like Sherpa?
I thought that was Sherpa.
Okay? What's the other one? Buckle.
what?
Buckle.
Corduroy?
You guys, no, you know what I'm talking about. B-O-U.
I literally only know buckle fat.
C-C-L-E.
I thought that was buccal.
Is it buccal?
I think buccal
Oh.
fat.
Hold
removal.
on. Stop. I think it's buckle fat, and I think this is buccal.
I'm like gonna be really genuine with you. I have no idea what you're talking
I have
about.
absolutely no idea. Is it like the pattern of your couch?
No,
That's
you
corduroy.
guys.
I have no idea.
That's
I'm
actually
sorry.
crazy. Okay, it's this stuff. It's like this.
What?
Like that. Like that.
Cassidy, that's Sherpa.
That's Sherpa.
It's not. It's called buckle.
Okay, well, for everyone listening, Cassidy's talking about Sherpa.
It's
It's
okay.
Sherpa.
It's literally called. It's a French word. Okay, because I'm educated. Referred to a yarn made of a series of looped fiber or fabric made from it. So basically, this like the Sherpa stuff for the girls,
Okay.
Okay.
and you know that's facts.
That is
yeah.
true.
I've
Yeah.
never seen a man claim that's for them. So
That's true. Okay, I'll just go through mine really quickly. Shaving cream. I don't care if you have to shave your face. It's
Yeah.
not for you.
you get just water.
Water.
Literally.
Yeah. And then some of that
So-
aftershave that burns your face.
But,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've seen men where they actually use a blade,
Yeah.
A
and for
straight-
me that's
yeah.
very manly. So I
Oh, yeah.
feel like
You
that's
go
for
to like the
man.
barber shop for that.
Charlie has one. He
Yeah.
does it.
Well.
Mm.
like a straight razor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight blade is what it's
Panda
called, right?
did a straight razor.
Mhm. I know
And
what you're
it's
talking
like
about.
just like a blade with shaving cream, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Pinterest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Even though
Absolutely.
Charlie's on Pinterest, but it's still for the girls.
No,
he
for
knows
sure.
that. And lastly, concerts.
Mm.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, no. You can stay home.
Yeah. And like, I don't care if it's your favorite artist. I don't want to see you raising your hands up screaming,
Jumping.
It is
yeah,
kind of
in
an ick
place,
seeing a guy.
buying merch.
It's kind of an ick seeing a guy as a fangirl,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, I'll go through my list. Some of these are kind of related. So, my first one is like heated seats or just like heated steering
Yeah.
wheels.
Okay.
Like, why are your hands getting cold? Your butt doesn't get cold.
Like, why are
Suck
you
it up.
cold?
Yeah.
Like my second one
Like
is
you're a
getting
man.
my second one is getting cold. You don't get to get cold.
Honestly, if I see you shiver,
No.
don't talk to me.
You
Honestly,
should always be
water.
warm.
Why do you need it?
Like literally like you should just be warm to the touch.
No, yeah,
That's
automatically.
how I
don't know if
prefer.
I've met a man that's cold to the touch.
Because they can't be.
Yeah.
It's not allowed.
No.
Is Brett cold?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Always warm.
Yeah, Charlie's always warm.
He had his arm around me at church on Sunday, literally, and it was like kind of like too hot. I was like, you gotta take this
yeah,
off.
that's so true. Men are never cold.
No, they're like warm blooded. I remember Dad used to always be really warm.
Oh, Dad's the
yeah,
warmest
like if he
person I
touches
know.
Yeah.
you, it's a heater.
It's heat. Yes.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Good circulation for the boys.
my next one, GPS. You should just always know where you're going.
True.
Like maps, navigation, you don't need it.
Yep.
Like I want you to learn the sun.
Oh,
Right.
We're
Like-
going back to ancient times.
I want you to know what direction you're going. So
Yeah.
my
that's
husband
valid.
literally is so directionally challenged. So these are not like none of these are based off of Brett. Like this is just what I think.
No, I agree.
So glasses. I think having
I was thinking that when I was making my
on
list.
your face.
yeah,
Glasses
no,
on
I
your
just
face.
think like not having perfect vision.
Oh, like my husband who literally has had glasses his whole life.
Yeah. Like
It's true.
you know,
Yeah. I get it. But also like
It's
they're
like,
so
why are you putting on
cute.
an accessory every morning?
no,
Like,
literally,
walk in.
like just wake up.
That's
Did you know you
so
can't
true.
like serve in the? Isn't it like in the army or like navy or
It's
anything
Air
if you don't have
Force.
perfect?
You can't be a pilot either.
Yeah, it's pilot and Air Force.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Anyways,
makes sense.
Apple Pay.
I saw that one.
Did
on
someone say
TikTok.
that?
Yeah, I saw someone do Apple
okay.
Pay. That's funny.
Let me see. Step stools. Just grow. Get taller.
Just reach it.
Some people are short.
Yeah.
Like how short?
I don't know.
She's talking about Beach Boy.
I don't. No, I'm not.
Yes, you were.
No, I'm
Are
not.
you talking about yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I only have a couple more. Art.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You don't need to think that much.
Yeah.
You don't need to enjoy it.
This is so funny because
It's for
I'm
me.
like just thinking about all the
Yeah,
things that
it's
Charlie
all
loves.
Charlie. That's what I was thinking.
Happy hour.
Oh, that's so true.
That's girl time.
Yeah,
like pay for a
yeah.
full price drink
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it.
That's so true.
Okay. And then I actually collaborated with my friend for a couple of things. My friend Becca. She said colors.
Oh,
Half of them are colorblind anyways.
That-
So why do you need
facts.
colors?
Yeah. You don't need
you
colors.
get a black and white world.
Yeah.
Since everything with
Yep.
them is always black and white,
Yep.
never any gray.
Oh yeah, for real. If we're getting like down serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always black and white.
Yep. Slip-on shoes. Be a man and just tie them.
That's so true.
like yeah.
Laces. You said salad, which I
Yeah.
agree with. And then the last one, which this one actually is very close to my husband's heart, so I'm sorry, but fiction books.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you
Why
only
do you
get
need
to read
to imagine?
history,
Yeah, no.
what happened in real life. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
Why do you need to imagine?
that's crazy. So for us, a man's world is very bland.
Like-
they have no colors.
Yeah.
They're not allowed anything fun.
Why do they need to escape this reality?
right.
No, they don't need to.
That's so funny.
Okay. That's so fun. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up what we have for this episode.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have more you want to say.
I got nothing else.
All right.
Nah, I got a flight to catch. So.
Yeah, for real. Well, thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. If you haven't, you should leave us a rating and review, comment on our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, do all the things.
All the things. And
yeah.
oh, you said follow our Instagram?
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to do the outro?
No.
Oh, cool. All right, guys. We'll see you next week for another episode. Bye.
Bye.